everyone. Welcome to Jets TV. Please comment, rate, subscribe, guys. Comment, rate, subscribe, like the videos. Also share the videos as well, folks. I want to thank everyone that does watch and share my videos. You folks are the absolute best. So without further ado, playoffs are here. The NFL is back. I'm ready to talk about football. We're getting into the crunch time. We're getting into, hey, who's going to make the push right here? But whoa. Before we start talking about playoffs, I need to do my Week 17 recap really quickly. I made some picks in Week 17. I'm not going to hide the results from you. So let's go ahead and get right into those before we talk about the playoffs. So first game I covered in Week 17, Browns at Steelers. Took the Browns in this football game, hoping they would get themselves a win. Sadly, I took a loss, man. Steelers beat the Browns 28-24. Browns just couldn't get it done. I mean, this entire season for the Browns has just been awful. A lot of bad stuff. I was really hoping that they would at least get one W this year, but they just couldn't do it. So, shout out to Steelers fans. You guys got yourselves a win. I took the Browns. I feel really bad for Browns fans as well, but hey, I got myself a loss, so it is what it is. Next game I covered, Raiders at Chargers. Man, listen, took the Chargers in this football game. Got myself a W. Chargers beat the Raiders 30-10, man. Shout out to Chargers fans as well. Chargers got going. You know, they were trying to get some things going. Phillip Rivers got some stuff going, but hey, it is what it is where they ended up. So shout out again to Chargers fans. Shout out to the Chargers. You guys got yourselves a win. I took the Chargers as well, so I got myself a W. And last but not least, guys, my favorite game, the best game of the week, the Jets game. Jets at Pats. Took the Patriots in this football game. Took the Pats, man. Sadly, I got myself a W. Patriots beat the Jets 26-6, man. Look, I mean, it is what it is. You know, season's over, all right? Offense looked bad. Petty didn't look very good either. We're going into the offseason. We got some things that we're going to, figure out. We got a lot of money. We got draft picks. We're going to sort this stuff out. You know what I'm saying? So, team goes into, the offseason with a loss. So, it is what it is. So, shout out to Patriots fans. You guys got yourselves a W. Again, I took the Patriots, so I got myself a W as well, sadly, as a Jets fan. So now we're going to get right into it, guys. We're going to talk about the playoffs. We're going to talk about this wild card round. Week 17 is gone. It is time to get into crunch time. Now, here's where teams are trying to push, make their Super Bowl run. They're trying to get it going, get it hot right now, get their opportunity, and get going. But before we get there, I'm going to kind of switch things up a little bit. I know I got a lot of Jets fans still in my inbox saying, hey, Joe, what's going on? Are you going to stop talking about the Jets, period? No. We're going to change the formula just a little bit here. We're going to cover two playoff games. And then the third segment of my show here, we're just going to do a little bit of Jets talk. So I'm going to cover, different position groups within the team and just talk about how we can improve them and what I think we can do in the offseason, in free agency, and in the draft as well, to address some stuff. So again, we're going to go to two playoff games, and we're going to talk about the Jets. So let's go ahead and get into the games first for the wild card round. So, first game I want to cover for the wild card round in the playoffs is Bills at Jags, man. Woo, listen, Tyrod Taylor, okay, they counted him out. They benched him. They did all that stuff. This guy, kept moving, kept churning and burning when he got back and got his chance. And the team, slipped, fell, stumbled, and got themselves into the playoffs. It is what it is. They got that letter. Hey, you guys are going to the dance. You look at this game, when their matchup against the Jags, Jags have an awesome defense. I'm a bit worried going into this game, for the Bills as well. If you look at their running back situation, Shady McCoy, man, LaShawn McCoy again, he's questionable with an injury. I'm wondering to myself, if McCoy does not play this game, that will greatly affect the Bills' offense. That's my most worrisome thing when I look at the matchup with the defense here of the Jags. If McCoy doesn't play, who steps up and fills that position? That speed that he brings, the dynamic, weapon that he is within that offense, dude, if he's gone, it is definitely going to hurt, and it's going to put more on Tyrod's shoulders. And with a Jags defense that's going to be barreling down on him, like they will, I starts to wonder, hey, can this Bills offense produce, without McCoy if he doesn't play? I'm really worried about the Bills in that facet. You go to the Jags side of the football, defense is awesome. There's no doubt about it. They have, I think, maybe the best cornerback tandem in the entire league with Aboye and Ramsey. But you look at that offense, it is as roller coaster as it gets with Blake Bortles at the helm. I mean, he sucks. He is really, really bad. He is the thing that I think is holding his team back. And he's so volatile, so up and down. You never know what Blake Bortles you're going to get. You look at, the injuries that they have going into this game as well. Cam Robinson, their tackle, he's hurt. That could definitely, play into the volatile nature of Bortles. Because when you got that tackle out, the Bills do have a solid front. They can put some pressure on him. Blake Bortles will turn the ball over already by himself. But he gets some things barreling down on him. He get guys in his face. Ooh, dude, it could be really, really bad. It could be really bad, dude. Marquise Lee is also out for this game as well. So that takes a target away from Bortles. I expect to see a lot of Fournette getting the ball. I expect to see them do whatever they can to keep the game from being in Bortles' hands and Bortles' hands alone. I think they're going to try their best to hide him, just like they pretty much tried to hide him for most of this season, with the running game. I expect, guys to get the running game going. I expect to see Fournette. I know Yeldon, he's questionable with an injury as well. He probably isn't going to play either, so they're going to go to their other back, and they're going to try to run into the playoffs. So with all that said, guys, I think this is a nasty game because of the physicality of the defenses and how the offense is going to play. But I'm taking the Jags to win this football game, 17-10. I'm taking the Jags. I think they gut it out. I think the defense holds just enough. Again, I don't think Blake Bortles is going to be good at all, but I think the running game will suffice, and I think they just tire the Bills out down the stretch. And that's just kind of is what it is. So again, comment down below, folks. Let me know what you think about that. Again, I am taking the Jags to beat the Bills. Next game I want to cover, Titans at Chiefs. Woo-hoo, man, I got Chiefs fans in my inbox saying, Joe, we are in there. We had an up and down season. We didn't know if we were going to make it, but we got it. What are your thoughts about us? I think the Chiefs are a solid team, but, the Chiefs just have to get things going early in this football game against the Titans, man. Alex Smith, Kareem Hunt, Kelsey, that tight end, they got to get going. Albert Wilson, questionable with an injury. They're looking like he might not play either. That might take a hit to their core, but they've still got some deadly wide receivers out there, man. They've got some burners out there going. So they got some things. My question for, the Chiefs are on defense. You look at Phillip Gaines, he is on the IR. Who steps up on the other side of Peters? Is it Revis? If it is Revis, what are we getting out of Revis? Look, Revis is, when he first came back, he had, not a great game. He was whiffing a lot of tackles, especially when the Jets played him. They were running through a lot of his tackles. He looked tired out there. Kind of started to pick up a little bit of steam as the season got on, looked a bit better. But can he be that guy again? Can he cover those guys on the outside if that's where they put him? That's my big question, man. I'm looking at the cornerback situation for the Chiefs, and I'm saying, hey, can Revis fill that other slot on the other side of Peters? I think the talent's still there. I think he'll be all right. He may not be the shutdown Revis, of course, that we've seen in old days, but I think he'll be all right. You look at the other side of the football, man, with the Titans. DeMarco Murray is out. That offense has struggled. Oh, man. Mariota has struggled. I know there's people that are hopping off the Mariota bandwagon. They are hopping off that train. They are saying this kid has regressed. He does not look very good this season. He's definitely had a lot of ups and downs. I'm not going to sit here and say that he's trash. That is not what I'm going to say. But I am going to say that he's got to get some things going, man. He can't be the guy to hurt this football team. He actually came out and said that he was hurting the football team with his play this year as well. He cannot be that guy, especially with Murray out. You look at their offense now. With Murray being gone, he's suffered. He's had injury issues the entire season pretty much. I think he's been running hurt damn near the whole season. He came into the season with a hamstring issue. Then he had some knee issues as well. But I'll tell you what, Henry, the other back that they have, he's a guy that's going to eat. Okay, this is a kid that's solid too. He can catch the football coming out the backfield. He's a runner. He doesn't shy away from contact. He'll run through you. He's a beast at back. So I think even with Murray out, they can still produce with Henry. This is a guy that definitely, has shared the load, with Murray throughout pretty much most of this season, and has shown that he has ability and he can, be a starter. He can suffice there. It's fine. But my question is, what type of Mariota are we getting? You know what I'm saying? Is he going to come in, set the pace, not turn the ball over, and run the offense and just run it competently, or are we going to get the Mariota that has been melting down, throwing, crazy interceptions, inopportune times, and kind of taking his, team out of the football game? So with all that said, guys, I am taking the Kansas City Chiefs to win this football game. It's in Arrowhead. It's going to be tough. It's going to be loud. I am taking the Chiefs to beat the Titans 30-12, man. I think the Chiefs get out early, get rolling, and Alex Smith and Kareem Hunt just find their stride. And then the Titans, I think, just can't keep up with them offensively, man. I think it's going to be really tough for the Titans. So, again, I am taking the Chiefs to win that football game. And last but not least, guys, the Jets, clearly we're not in the playoffs, all right? We're not there. But it's time for Jet Talk, baby, either way. I want to talk about my team just a little bit, towards the end of my segments from here on out, and just kind of cover some things. So first thing I want to get to with the Jets, the first position I want to cover, the biggest position on the team, the biggest question mark, is quarterback, all right? I want to talk about the quarterback position for the Jets and what we can do in the offseason to make ourselves better. Look, right now you got McCown, you got Petty, you got Hack. McCown's on IR, broken hand. I love what McCown did for us this year. Great soldier, veteran QB, came in and definitely stabilized the position for us. Just a consummate professional. He should not be here next year. I loved his performance, but it is what it is. It's time to move forward. It's time for us to find our franchise quarterback here and get it going. And there is a wealth of opportunities for us to do that, via free agency or the draft. Petty, Hack, look. I'm sorry, I'm ready to pull the cord at this point on Hack. I think he is trash. He's been here 2 years. There was question marks about him being drafted in the second round to begin with. I did not think he was a second round pick. Neither did many scouts. I think it was a major reach by us. And I think the kid has shown that he does not have the ability to be, an NFL quarterback. Not on this level. He is not going to be successful here. The fact that he's been here for 2 years and has not taken a starting snap, even in a rebuilding year, behind a quarterback like Bryce Petty that was absolutely awful, Todd Bowles still wouldn't start him. Just shows you that kid's not going to be ready. He's just get him out of here and move on from him. Now Bryce Petty, this is a kid that we've seen struggle, inaccuracies. Just he shows you a flash here and there, but then he can't consistently give you that just accurate quarterback play where he's not overthrowing guys. He can't consistently get you, move the chains on third down. He's going to overthrow guys. He just looked really bad when he finally got his chance to show what he had this year. I wouldn't be, surprised if they move on from both of them. If they cut Hack and cut Petty, not at all. Wouldn't be surprised whatsoever, and that might be the way to go for us. I know I got a lot of fans saying, hey, well, how do you solve the QB position? Me, myself, these are my personal thoughts. I want us to sign a free agent quarterback, okay? There's 3 guys out there, that they're rumored to be out there right now. You looking at Tyrod Taylor, he probably won't be on the Bills roster come free agency. You look at Teddy Bridgewater, who's going to be out there, and you look at Kirk Cousins. My pick of the litter, I would like Tyrod Taylor. I think he's a good quarterback. I think he's a guy that can fit with what we do, especially with the fact that we have more money to upgrade the offense. There's other positions that I think we'll also attack via free agency. He's mobile. He's got a great arm. And as of right now, hell, he's leading the Bills in the playoffs right now to try to, figure out where they're going to go. So this is a guy that has shown talent and shown ability. And he's also been able to play without, his number one weapon often within his career. Sammy Watkins was hurt for a lot of the time that he was there with them. And then even when they brought in Kelvin Benjamin recently, Kelvin Benjamin was hurt a couple games, and he was still able to go out there and find different guys. He's not a guy that, hey, if his number one weapon is gone, it's over for him. No, he can find other guys out there. So I'm big on him. I like Kirk Cousins. I think he's a good guy as well. But my problem with him is cost. A lot of people are talking about $30 million and up. I don't know about that, but for me, I'm looking at Tyrod first, Teddy Bridgewater second. I think this is a guy that was showing that he had ability before he went down and got hurt. We might be able to get him a bit cheaper than the other 2, so I would like to go with him as well. But hell, if Kirk Cousins, if we have to pay the premium from Cousins, I'm fine with that as well. We do not need to scrimp at the most important position on the field. We do not need to scrimp at the most important position on the team, okay? It's time to spin. If there's guys out there that can seal up this quarterback position for us, we need to attack and get that. Even going into the draft again, because I want us to sign a free agent quarterback, but if for whatever reason that doesn't happen, the draft, there's a wealth of talent. Rosen, Darnold, they just declared. You got Lamar Jackson out there. I know people are super excited about Mayfield. I think Rosen, Darnold, they're probably going to be gone early. For me, trading up, especially in this year's draft, I'm not interested in it simply because I think the price tag is going to be astronomical. I know a lot of people are thinking, hey, just the first and the second is going to get you to move up. We're at the sixth pick. No, because this is a quarterback class where you have kids that are highly coveted. I think this is one of the most highly coveted quarterback classes I can almost remember. In recent years at least, where a lot of people feel like these kids, there's maybe 3 to 4 franchise quarterbacks in this class. And with these teams that we have above us, like, Cleveland and Denver, that are definitely going to be quarterback hungry. The Giants may be looking for a quarterback as well. There's also teams that are interested in training up, like Arizona with Carson Palmer retiring. Washington, if Cousins walks, then there's a hole there. They might be interested in moving up. The price is going to be so high to move up in this draft. I'm just not interested in it because we have other holes that we need to fill on this football team as well. Offensive line, corner just kind of come to my mind right now. And we need to address those things. And I think that this draft, more than any other, is going to be extremely important for us to do that. But I am interested, in Mayfield. I'm a bit worried about him. They say he's a short quarterback and things like that. I'm just a bit worried about, not so much his accuracy, but just what he can do just inside the pocket. Because right now, he's not calling his own plays at the line. He kind of looks over, gets to the line, and runs his stuff. I'm worried about, can he read NFL defenses at this level? I'm sure he can, but that's just some of the knocks that I'm hearing on him from scouts. I love Lamar Jackson. I love his physicality. I love the way the kid can run. I think he's an absolute beast. He's got an arm. So there's guys out there that I think will be available when it's our time to draft. But my question is, when it comes to drafting, one, can our general manager, Mike McCagnon, identify the right guy to draft? Two, do we have the staff in place to grow and mature quarterbacks? And three, is Todd Bowles going to make sure that the kid gets along? And I don't think any one of those things happen, man. I just really don't. If you look at our past and how we dealt with quarterbacks here, it has not been good. I mean, just look at the dealings with Christian Hackenberg. That's just enough to tell you right there. So that is one of the reasons why I do not want us to draft a quarterback, because I just do not think that we have the stuff here to cultivate and mature a young quarterback, especially with the media and the fan base, the expectations that will come with a young quarterback coming here. They're going to want him to start right this year, right now, and they're going to want him to be Aaron Rodgers right off the bat. And if he's not, I'm telling you, you're going to run him out of town. It is going to be absolutely ridiculous. Fire and brimstone if he comes out and maybe has 2 or 3 games where he throws 2 interceptions or 3 interceptions, like rookie quarterbacks tend to do. They'll be trying to run him out the building. So I don't know if with all that stuff, on top of the issues with the franchises and the expectations, if you can grow a young rookie quarterback here without some of these issues. So my opinion is you gotta go free agent quarterback. You've gotta sign a guy that's already ready, that has the fundamentals down, that has everything that you need, that can come in and immediately lead your franchise and make your offense better off the bat. So again, I would love Tyrod Taylor. I would love Teddy Bridgewater. And if Kirk Cousins is there, and if he's willing to talk, maybe bring his price down to 22, 24, I'm snatching him up off the bat as well. It's time for us, to solve this, question mark here at QB. Just solve the issues within the position. So comment down below, guys. Let me know what you folks think. All right. Let me know if I didn't cover your game for your playoffs. Let me know what you think about your matchups in your playoff game with the other team. Do you feel like you're going to make it? Are you worried about your struggles here? Do you think you'll make this Super Bowl run? Let me know. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Again, football's here. Enjoy times with your families. Sit down, eat pizza, drink soda, drink juice, whatever it is. Party and have a good time. Playoff football is here, guys. So comment, rate, subscribe, share the video again, guys. So have a great day. Peace.